Everyone, and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and I would like to welcome you to CraftSpot. Oscar and I would like to welcome you. Right now, he is completely in the camera on the crafting space, but we're not crafting just yet, and so hopefully he will move on, or I will pick him up and move him on before we get there. Welcome from both of us to you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today on this, it's not right now, but has been sort of snowy day. It's been trying. There's snow flurries in the forecast in various places. I don't know whether there's flurries anticipated in your area or not, but if you are watching, do say hello. And if you are catching the replay, let me know. Leave me a comment. I love when we get comments, and I love when you share my video with others because I just like to share what fun we have crafting with everyone. So um, give me a thumbs up and share my video. And to thank you for that, I will put your name in a draw for some Happy Mail. And so before I forget, I am looking for Catherine D and Pauline S. If you could private message me with your addresses, I would like to send you some Happy Mail. So that's uh, Catherine S. and Pauline D. Okay. Alrighty, so leave me a comment, share my video. I will put your name in a draw, and next week we will send some more Happy Mail. All right, what do I have? Black Friday sale is on now through December the 1st. There are, as is the case with most Black Friday sales, there was some terrific deals on some really hot items, and they have in fact sold out, but there are still lots of deals to be had. Stampin' Blends would be the big one. If you have not started collecting Stampin' Blends yet, now is the time. They are 40% off. Not every color is available, but there's a lot. And when I looked just earlier this afternoon, there was only one color. Granny Apple Green. Granny Apple Green was the only one showing as low inventory. So everything else is still very available. So go in there and check it out. 40% off. That's a great deal. If you are part of my girls' getaway retreats, um, and if you're part of that, you may be one of the people who suggested after the last retreat that you would like to do some coloring and using some Stampin' Blends at the next retreat. Not sure we're going to do that yet, but if people that are going have some Stampin' Blends, I think we could probably find a way to get something in an optional class or just a little tutorial, some basics, maybe a technique or two with the blends, because there's so many things you can do with them. So grab some now, grab a couple of colors, grab some flower colors. That's a great place to start. So, a red and a pink or a couple pinks or a couple reds or something that you like, a couple greens for some leaves and or oranges or purples or pick a color family, some flower colors that could go together. Fresh freesia and petunia pop come to mind, and I know they're both in there, along with perhaps old olive and mossy meadow, or just old olive if you just want to, keep it, start small. Two flower colors and a green for the leaves. You don't need a lot of colors because each color comes with two markers, a light and a dark. So you've already got blending and shading possibilities just with a single color. So take advantage of the sale, get some now, and hopefully we'll see you in next March. If you're wondering about the retreat, there's always more information available on my Girls Getaway Weekend Facebook page. I have events up there for upcoming retreats, and you can get all the info. There's not a lot up there for March yet. I don't have pricing from the venue at this point, so that's why nothing has really gone out about it, but it's coming. Hello, Kathy. Welcome. And Donna, thanks so much for stopping by. Oh, happy US Thanksgiving. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to all of my friends in the United States. If you are watching or if you're catching the replay tomorrow or the next day, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And if it's tomorrow, then maybe you're out Black Friday shopping, and you've already taken advantage of the Stampin' Up! Black Friday shopping. Who knows? Anyway, let's let's get at it, shall we? Oh, one more thing I really should mention. Starting on December the 1st, Paper Pumpkin Cyber Sale until the 9th. Tremendous savings on prepaid paper pumpkins and the December kit. Oh my, it looks beautiful. So, if you do not have prepaid subscriptions, or if you have one that's running out very, very soon, scoop up some savings there. They look awesome. Okay, now let's do some crafting, shall we? So, I don't know whether you can see these little black spots or not. These are little bits of my camera mount because it is crumbling. It has not completely fallen apart yet, thankfully, because because what would I do then? I have ordered a new one. I thought it was going to be here yesterday or even the day before. However, it's not coming until tomorrow. So next week, hopefully, I will have a new camera mount and I won't be in quite the same situation. Okay, so today I thought we would get ready for Christmas in a little different way than cards. Hopefully your cards are well in hand, and I may go back and show you some quick and easy Christmas cards at some point. But for today, I thought we would make some gift bags because these are really cool gift bags. And if you have perhaps a little bit of designer series paper in your stash, yeah, maybe just a tiny bit. Hands up, all those with a tiny bit of paper in their stash. Yes. Um, you need two 12 by 12 sheets of designer series paper for these bags. So it's a great way to use some of that pretty paper that's in your stash. If you have auto subscription, you need to pause the current one as the new prepaid is required to take the December kit. After December, you can pause the new one and use the old one. Yes, you are correct, Kathy. There is a little bit of tweaking that you need to do. You can pause your Paper Pumpkin subscription, so you will want to pause your existing subscription, and then you will get the new one, and then you can pause the new one while you finish up the old one. I have one or 2 months left that I will have to do that for. So yeah, a little bit of work, but the savings are tremendous. So well worth it. Okay, 12 by 12. I am going to score. So we want our light gray blade. Do not use the dark blade. You will be disappointed with the results. I'm going to score at 3 inches on the left side and the right side. Well, no, sorry, the bottom. But yes, the left side. It's not clear on this. So a newbie, as a newbie. Oh, sorry, Kathy says here, this is not clear on the Stampin' Up! Site, so as a newbie, I did have to call. Excuse me, yes. It doesn't, it doesn't, it doesn't explicitly tell you what to do for that. But I'm glad you got the info, Kathy. Certainly glad you got it before before you ended up with 2 of the December kits, which actually looking at and we only have a sneak peek because that's sort of the fun of Paper Pumpkin, that a surprise box comes to you each month, but it does look lovely. Okay, I'm at the top of my designer series paper and I've scored just at 1 inch. Okay, so I've scored at 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, and one, whoops, 1 inch across the top. Hopefully when I get this new camera mount, it can be up higher. This one is, it doesn't stay up, it sags. So, I tend to, last night in card classes, like I kept looking up, it's like, oh, I'm not in the camera. Oh, I'm not. Okay, you ladies have to tell me when I'm not in the camera. So, okay, second sheet, same thing. I'm scoring at 3 inches on the left side and 3 inches across the bottom. And 3 inches up the right side. And 1 inch across the top. So there we go. Okay, and that is it for the scoring. Now, always good to have a bone folder handy when you are doing 3D projects because you want nice, crisp fold lines. I'm just going to move that out of the way. Great Stamping with Connie. If you're not on my mailing list, that's the way to get there. It's a way to know everything that is going on. That is my website, greatstampingwithconnie.com. And you can find how to subscribe to my mailing list, how to shop various projects and tutorials and all those sorts of things. Speaking of tutorials, I should write one for this. So I don't have a written tutorial for this, but I will endeavor to put something together, take some photos of these and put something together, and I will post that for you as well. Quite straightforward. Problem is, if you don't make them again till next holiday season, you'll go, oh, what were those measurements again? Exactly what was I supposed to do? So always helpful to have a tutorial, but it's 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, and 1 inch at the top. Okay, now we are going to cut this up. So up from the bottom, I'm just going to grab some longer scissors. Our paper snips are awesome, but when I'm not in a huge hurry, but I'm trying to hurry a little bit here. I can get this done in one fell swoop. Cut. Yeah. And I've cut just a very tiny little notch in that, just so we have nice edges. Okay. I'm going to cut the same thing over on this side. So I'm cutting up to my score line. And that's a straight cut on the bottom section and just a little wedge on this tab section. Okay. And this is going to come together like that. Before we put this together though, we are going to fold this 1 inch back on itself. And we're going to give that a nice press with the bone folder that we just about lost. There we go. Okay. And then I am going to put adhesive on here. Now I should possibly use, let's use tear and tape. It's a nice strong adhesive. I was going to use Seal Plus, but let's do this. We'll just make this nice and sturdy. And I want to see, so I want a piece across here, go across the top and down this edge. Hit that with scissors because that's very left-handed for me. And I'm just going to put a strip across there just to hold that flap down. Okay. And then I'm just going to come across this edge and down this side. Why that feels awkward to tear. Something about the angle, I think. And then we'll just stick a piece across there. All right. Pull these pieces of tear and tape off. Easiest way I find to get the tear and tape off, just take your pick tool and just kind of rub it at the edge, and corner of that tear and tape will just lift up. Just pull it right off. Like anything, I guess if you do it a few times, it does get easier. Okay, now we are going to get this into the camera. Okay, so I'm going to fold this, and I'm just going to put this bottom edge flat with this edge. I need a little more light here to see where I'm headed. There we go. Just got it straight there. I'm just going to let that come in, and same thing with this one, go straight up this edge. There we go. Okay, and once I have that like that, I should really put my bone folder in a better spot, because every time I set it down, it's like, where did I put it? I don't know how it gets so far over there. Just going to give this a really nice press in here. Okay, and there we have the first part of our gift bag. Okay, now I am also going to put some tear and tape down this. Can you see this edge? I'll show you in just a second, because I think I've just yes, I have just completely covered it up, but that's because I'm pressing it down. So okay, so I'm going to put some on the outer edge, and I really probably should have done this before, but it'll be okay. Okay. So in here, you see I've got it along this edge, and then it's not right in the corner over there because it was a little tricky. It was wiggling and wobbling on me, but it's, hi, Janet. It is close enough. It's going to hold our other piece in place. And then again, I'm doing the same thing on this side. I realize you cannot see it. Sorry about that. Should have done it while it was flat, but apparently I didn't. I was so excited to get that put together. I completely messed up, but I'll show you in just a moment what I've done here. Oops, this is on a big angle, but that's okay. We're just holding the pieces in place. Just pull that. Okay. Okay, so in here, same thing on this side, except I was going on an angle. So we've got a and then near this edge here. So that is going to hold our bag together when we get this second piece made. So very similar on this side. This 1 inch score line at the top, I'm folding it to the outside. Okay, and I'm going to give it a nice press with my bone folder. And then here again, I am going to cut straight up this edge to the first score line at 3 inches there. And then I'm just going to make a very small wedge in this tab, and then a small wedge on this side. Okay, same thing over here, cut straight up. This designer series paper, it's actually specialty paper because of the gold, and it is Modern Christmas. And the whole package is black and white and gold, and it's very elegant. we used it last night in our card class, and the one woman, her first comment, she's, "There's a lot of black in this. I don't know, black and Christmas, it seems all wrong." And at the end, she's apologizing for her comments initially because she thought the cards were so lovely and elegant. So we I had redeemed myself in her eyes, and she liked the cards. So that was all good. They were very elegant. Anytime you have gold and white, with gold, you're sort of setting up for something elegant. But then the white and black, it just it they were very elegant looking cards. That's what everybody was saying. So turned out turned out great in the end. So here again, I am going across sort of the top of this tab near the score line, and then the outside edge, and then I'm just putting another piece in there just to hold that tab flat so it doesn't get caught on anything. Okay, take all these pieces off. Maybe. Oh. Janet, do you have snow out your way yet? I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure. You were supposed to be getting a lot of snow today. I think it was sort of, well, I thought it was north of here, and then I heard earlier it was snowing south of here, so who knows, right? We're at that time of year where anybody could get snow anywhere, and there could be lots, or maybe it wouldn't be too bad. We just never know these things. Okay, so again, just lining up the fold here with the edge of this bag. We go. Stand that up and give this all a nice press. There we go. And we're just going to give that a little extra folding love. No snow at all. Oh, well, you're the lucky one then. Although we don't have it here either yet, so I'm all good with that. Okay, here's our first piece that has the tear and tape on the edges. So we are going to take the tear. Oh, I want some on the bottom too. I'll put on the bottom of this just because I think that might be a little easier. This is going to go on the inside, this piece, so that's why I now want my tape on the outside. I suppose I could have done it on the outside of all three sides of this, but how's that for an extreme close-up, eh? Sorry, now it's probably just my arm muffling the whole picture, or my hand. Yes, look at that. Okay, I'll set this down a bit. That new camera mount cannot come too soon. And now I know I'm out of the picture, but I will show you this in just a moment. Okay, so I have put adhesive. It's a little tall. It's a big bag. Along the top and the bottom of this. So you can see there's the inside and there's the tear and tape there. So let's just take these pieces off. I haven't made these bags for a while. I probably should have done a test run or a practice run on one earlier today, but I did not get to that. I had stuff out. It was the plan, but it didn't happen. So we're sort of we're relearning this together. I had made I had made a whole bunch of these for my the craft sale in the summer. And I sold all but 2 of them. So they weren't Christmas, they were just all occasion bags. So now we have I think that's Felix trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, so now we are going to take this and we are going to bring it down into here. And I'm going to line up the top edges, corners, edges. There we go. And just let that come together. And then over here, same thing. Just gonna put that right down in. There we go. And then the bottom just comes together. Now this is a nice big bag, so you can just reach your hand in and press down on that all over. Okay. Give everything a nice press. And there you have it. Look at that. Okay. Now, whoop. These tabs are sticking out just a little bit. This will be the back of our bag, but I'm just going to put a little. Oh, you know what I did forget to do? Sorry, we'll do this on the next one, is glue these down. That's why it looks like it's sticking out, because I should have done just even tape runner all along this edge, just to hold this down. But it's okay. Look, there are no mistakes in crafting, right? And there's just opportunities, challenges. Anyway, we're just sticking a little bit of liquid glue under here, and that will hold this all in place. Yes, 2 sheets of 12 by 12, Janet. So we'll do another one in just a moment, and so you will see how it all comes together. There, so that's we'll do that on the next one. We'll put that down. And then you just want to add some ribbon. So I actually had to go into my stash for ribbon, because the ribbon that I wanted, I didn't have 24 inches left, and it has been not available. That's our beautiful gold ribbon that we have. But anyway, I have lots in my stash. So you want about 12 inches of ribbon. Okay. And you are just going to come in with your hole punch. Now I'm going to put this one on the back of the bag. And I don't know, I'm coming in this far, however far this is. Oops, I'm going to say I'm a couple inches in. Sticking yet. That's why I don't use liquid glue. I'm not most patient crafter. So let's see what we you missed it. No worries. Yeah, that one's, it's not quite 2 inches in. It's about 1 3/4 inches in from the edge, but it can be almost anywhere. So let's just put a little more glue in there and get him to stick down. Okay, and then you're just going to come through. You're going to put your ribbon into the bag. Okay. Into the bag. And then come inside, and I just tie this in a reef knot. So anybody that was in Girl Guides, you will know a reef knot. Left over right, under and pull, right over left, under and pull. Okay. And the beauty of this knot is that it will not it will not pull apart. Once you get it tightened, it will stay there, depending on the order that you do those leftover rights or whatever. If you do them the same way, then that will pull right open again, and you don't want that. So there's a handle. I'll do the same thing on this side, but before we attach that handle, we want to make, oh, look, Oscar has returned. Come on, we don't need your help. We want to make a card. So I have just 6x3 scored at 3 inches, just a little gift tag kind of card. And I don't know. Oh, you know what I should use on this one? I'm just going to punch a hole in that one so we can string it through the ribbon when we get there. And I got out a stamp and some ink, but this is gold. We need gold. So I am going, this has been my absolute go-to this year. The Greetings for All ephemera. I love it, partly because it's gold, and so you can get gold without embossing or anything, but also because, woohoo, there are stickers. And, you know, I'm like a little kid, right? I love stickers. Did I do with my black ink? Oh, I think it's in the box, isn't it? Waiting to get used. Yes. So I am just going to come in here with a little to and from. There we go. And then with this one, I am just going to, oh, what am I doing? I got black ink on me. Just a little bit, but. So the backings for this just peel off. And then it is a sticker. Don't you love it? It's like our adhesive sheets. I love our adhesive sheets. They turn everything into a sticker. Fantastic for small, detailed pieces because they can be a little bit of a bother to glue down. Okay, close this up. We're going to put that right. We want it straight? Nope, we want it on an angle because then no one will know if I don't get it straight. See, if you put it purposely on an angle, then it looks like it's supposed to be on an angle. If you try and get it straight, but it's not, then it just looks crooked. So I am just looking down into my bag to kind of mirror where these holes are. And I probably have, yes, look, I have all the little hole punches inside the bag. And I am going to come in with my ribbon again on this side, but this time before I do this, I am going to thread it through my gift card or tag, gift tag. Say gift card, people think, oh, a gift card. Oh, how much money's on it? 0. Just my well wishes. There we go. And then come in here again and left over right, under and pull, right over left, under and pull. A lot of the uniforms in guiding these days don't even have a tie. They don't wear their ties so much. And so a lot of the kids aren't learning reef knots. It used to be one of the best nights of our meetings because we would have the girls back before we thought about all the food situations and everything. We would use shoestring licorice, and we'd get the girls to tie their tie with a piece of shoestring licorice. And once they got it correct, they got to eat the licorice. It was fantastic. Nobody died. No children died in the fun of learning how to tie their tie. So there we go. And there's your bag with the gift tag attached. Okay, shall we do one more since so I can fix all the things I didn't get quite right on this one? Yeah, okay. This time I'm going to use the Traditions of Christmas paper, which was the one that I had thought I would do a little bit of a dry run on, but didn't get to. So here we go. Once again, 12 by 12 designer series paper. No cutting with your cutter on your trimmer. So get rid of that dark blade. We are going to come in, we are going to score at 3 inches. 3 inches. There we go. So I'm using the light gray scoring blade, scoring at 3 inches on the left side. 3 inches across the bottom. 3. Okay. 3 inches on the right side. And then 1 inch at the top. We're going to do the same thing on both pieces. So I'm going to do all that again. 3 inches on the left side. 3 inches on the bottom. 3 inches on the right side. And 1 inch across the top. Okay. All right, and then I am just going to fold on all of these score lines. And while I'm doing that, I will just remind you of my request for you to like and share this video. And if you did, perhaps I will select your name to receive some happy mail. This is my thank you for sharing my video with your friends. Okay. If any of you are interested in my December card class, it's usually the fourth Wednesday of the month, but that of course is Christmas Eve. So last night we decided that we would move it to the Tuesday the week before. I should know that date because we were just talking about it last night, but you know, December 16th. So Tuesday, December 16th will be the December card class, and everyone voted to do all occasion cards. So we were not going to do Christmas cards. That's a little bit late, but I gave them the option of doing some bags and tags and those sorts of things, but they said, let's dive into the all occasion cards. So I have not designed the class yet, but I will be doing that in the very near future. And that class is free with a minimum $40 purchase, shipped right to you, or you can purchase it for $25 plus shipping. Of course, if you are part of the Great Stamping Believers team, then the class is just $10 for you. Okay, now before we forget, again, I'm going to put some tape runner all the way across here. And I am going to stick that down. Done. To do it on both of them, in fact. Quick and easy. But it will help the bag come together a little bit nicer this time. Okay. So now we are ready. Again, on the bottom, I am going straight up to that first score line. Well, and then I am just going to cut a little wedge in this tab. And over on this side, same thing, right up that score line to the first score line there, and then cut a little wedge in each side of this tab. Okay, same thing on this piece. You got your scrapbooking kit today. Oh, good. I hope you saw my email about the little cellophane bag in there. There are lots of little bits, so make sure you open that with extreme caution. Some of them are large enough that you would probably find easily the red dots, but the white dot, I don't even know if people find it when they're looking for it. But it's like, okay. And then if you find it, I don't know that you would want to use it because it is very tiny, but it is the eye or the dot for the eye from Christmas. So it's what we had, what we got with that die cut, and but it's very, very tiny. I don't usually worry about the dots from my eyes. I usually just resign myself to using gems or something. So there is a gem in there for that, and then there's also some sequins. So people will have options. Okay, so that is all cut and ready. Now, some quick assembly here. So I'm going to go across the top again. I'm glad you got that, Janet. Those went out at the beginning of the week, but you never know what Canada Post might be up to. I don't think we're completely into the Christmas rush yet, but we'll see. I sent a package. I had a package to send to my friend Louise in the UK, and I knew it was going to be expensive. It was ridiculously expensive to send airmail, so I opted to send it. It's not quite land, by boat, I guess. And the gentleman at the post office was not very kind or encouraging. It's a shopper's outlet, and I much prefer the ladies at our postal outlet, the proper post office. They are fantastic. But this gentleman was the one I was dealing with yesterday, and I said to him, I said, so do you have any kind of roughish idea how long it might take to get there by boat? He said, oh, 2 months, maybe 3, maybe more. I don't know. Whenever it gets there. I was like, well, thanks. That's really encouraging. uh, Kathy, you have to go help put the final touches on dinner. Oh, Kathy, have an awesome dinner. Turkey dinner. I'm hungry already. Enjoy, and thanks so much for hanging out with me for a while. Happy Thanksgiving once again. I think people in the United States do turkey for Thanksgiving. I think it's pretty common in all of North America. She didn't really say what she was having, but whatever it is, it's bound to be yummy, right? Because Thanksgiving dinner, it's just a really good thing. Okay, now this, let's do this. How do we want this on the inside? Let's put these on before we assemble this one. So we're going to go up the inside here. This edge. Oh, my helper is approaching. Suppose he thinks it's getting to be dinner time. Oh, look, they're both coming. They're ganging up on me from both sides. As long as they stay at both. Oh, Felix is sitting in my box of supplies. So for now, that's okay. I have what I need right here. Oh, but there's Oscar. Oh, come on, you. We don't need you helping. Okay. So there's the insides, and then on this other one, we're going to do it on the outside. Right here and across the bottom. Oh, there was one last thing I forgot to do on that other bag, but it's okay. It's just it's a last minute drop in, so I will endeavor to remember for this one. Okay, let's start some assembly, shall we? Where's my take it? Oh, when you hear things falling and there's a cat in the neighborhood, it sort of makes you cringe. But it's okay. I don't know what he got into, but there's nothing really there. There's nothing big and important there that can't just be cleaned up later. So. Okay. So I have a TV in my craft studio. I don't use it very often. The thought originally was that I could stream things like this onto the TV so that if I had people in the craft studio while I was crafting, that they could watch on the big screen. And as much as oh, they know you love cats. So yes, Oscar likes to say hello. Felix is just sitting off to the side, behaving right now. Yeah. Anyway, it's a smart TV, I do believe, but it's not quite smart enough somehow. I cannot get, or maybe my computer's too old. I don't know, but my computer's not that old. I don't know. Anyway, I have not been able to figure out how to wirelessly connect the computer to the TV. And so, and I don't want a cord running all from one end of my craft studio to the other end. So I don't do that. So I don't use the TV a whole lot. I tend to watch the Blue Jay games on it when I'm here in the summer. That's about it. But Steve was saying, "Well, you should put Christmas movies on," and I sort of thought, "Oh, maybe I should." Especially, I find if it's something really sort of involved, I I sit and watch and then I don't get my work done. So I have to be very careful. But yesterday I thought, you know what? I'm going to put Elf on. I did not see Elf last year. It's kind of a, one of those Christmas movies that you watch every year. And I didn't watch it last year. I never really noticed it coming up on TV or anything. So I thought, well, you know what? I better kick off the Christmas season properly this year, and I better watch Elf. So I watched Elf yesterday. It's a great movie. And I did possibly watch a little more than I should have. Didn't remember watching the very beginning, and I'm sure I have, but anyway, I did kind of watch that. So, but then a lot of it, if you watch it every year, you kind of know, what's coming and you know what's going on. You don't have to completely sit and watch it. You can kind of do other things. So I need to find some other good movies to watch. So if you have any great Christmas movie suggestions, let me know. See if I can find them on there. Okay, so we are ready to go. So I have tape on the bottom outside of this one. I have tape on the sides on the inside of this piece. So tape there and there, and then across the bottom here. So I am just going to drop this in again, get it right down in, line this up. This. Come on. This up. Oh, keeps. Go. Whoop. Ah. Okay, this didn't happen the last time. The last one just slipped together beautifully, but we will get this. There we go. And once you have it together, you can just reach inside. I have a little bobble going on in here. This is obviously not, it looks fine on the outside, but there's a, a little, something's bunched up a little bit on the inside. So you put my tree up. Oh, you're doing that now. You know what? We might not put the tree up this year. Oscar likes to climb the tree, and we are not hosting Christmas this year. We're going to my daughter's. And so I said to Steve, maybe we don't put a tree up this year. I'll put other Christmas decorations out. But we might just skip the tree this year and keep Oscar on the floor. Okay, so there we go. So what I forgot with the last one is this. This is just the short side of 6x3, and this can go right into the bottom of your bag. Can you see that down there? Low down there. And that just gives you a little extra sturdiness there. You know, or else I should put some adhesive across the top of this edge. I went down the edges, but not in the center. Yeah. The others all seem flat, but that one seemed to be puckering a little bit. So when in doubt, just paste them down, eh? Okay, so there's the insides, and here's a tag for this one. Again, the tag is just 6x3, scored at 3. So super easy. It doesn't want to fold quite right though. So you know what we do with that? We just get out the guillotine and we chop it even. So take that. And now it's perfect. Okay, so here's what I have for this one. I have real red ink and this really lovely Merry Christmas stamp. And this, if you're going, oh, that's a great stamp. I wonder where she got that. Wonder where she got the cat fur coming through the sentiment. This is one of the stamps from the October paper pumpkin. And I love it. Look at this. Whew. So if you're a paper pumpkin subscriber, you get these awesome stamps. And then once you've made your kit, you have these awesome stamps. You have them forever because they're yours. So you can use them for all sorts of things. And this one, Merry Christmas. I mean, how useful is that, right? Oops. I just need to clean the red ink off of here. So I don't lean in it the way I was into the black. Oh, there's the cat fur. I think I have these little tweezers here because in my world, we do tend to have cat fur. Yeah. Ah, yes. Okay. So Merry Christmas. And then inside, bring my black in. Try not to get my fingers in the black again. And we'll just do a quick to and from. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And hopefully I left in a frame to punch this hole. I should have punched it first, but I think we'll be okay. We go. Just make sure. Yes, we are fine. Okay, and then we just need some holes in here. This is just a standard, like a 1/4 inch circle hole punch. I got out the big crocodile because I wasn't sure how thick this was going to be, but it's just 2 sheets of designer series paper, so it's not difficult to punch through at all. We don't need the big boy for this. Nice thing with the stripes, I can get the circles even. Use anything we can to cheat a little bit. And I am going to cut 12 inches of ribbon again. If I can find my ribbon scissors, there we go. And this time we're going to use red ribbon. Seemed to make sense with all the pretty red in this bag. This paper is back in stock, by the way. So if you had wanted some of this earlier in the season and didn't get it before it went out of stock, it is back in stock. So that is good news because this is beautiful paper. If you like traditional Christmas colors for your paper, this is the one. If you like something upbeat and modern, then the modern Christmas paper that we used on that first bag, that's your go-to this season. So different choices for different tastes, all lovely in the end. Okay, this one, put the tag on the ribbon, put the ribbon on the bag. Put it over so we can tie it. One more, shall we? Left over right, under and pull. Right over left. Under and pull. There we go. And there you have it. That. So, 2 bags. One very traditional, one more modern looking. Where do we want those? Right about. They see the camera is so low, they don't even quite fit in the picture, but next week perhaps. Okay, there we go. So I hope you like those. They are quite easy to make. Nice big bag. They will hold lots of goodies. Oh, I should put the cardboard into this one, shouldn't I? There we go. Cardboard in the bottom just gives it a little extra sturdy and support and everything. And yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do really appreciate it. I hope you like these bags and give them a try. And I look forward to crafting with you again really soon. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.